Stop deportation. Stop deportation. Stop deportation. Stop deportation.
Okay, I got my deportation.
No more family separation. Stop deportation. No more family separation.
Stop deportation.
No more family separation. Stop deportation. No more family separation. Stop deportation. No more family separation.
Stop deportation.
No more family separation. Stop deportation. No more family separation. Stop deportation. No more family separation.
Yes, we can! 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 Yes, we can!
I'm going to start at 9:01. and you should be seeing it because I've been sitting for a while, and I see the picture from my camera to the live.
Email it to you right now if it's easier.
I'm fine with the paper, it's fine. Thank you.
What am I not doing? Because I see the picture here, and it says live, and it says sitting out. Oh crap, no it doesn't, 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 my bad. I'm sorry, I didn't see the picture. Hang on. 1 second, you're connecting, my bad. Okay, my bad. Alright, that's connecting. Okay, sorry, my bad. Sorry, I saw the picture, I thought it was live. I mean, they were marching and rallying and stuff. I mean, I guess there's more chanting from the White House.
Good morning. Muy buenos días. Vamos a empezar esta conferencia de prensa. We are going to start this press conference. We want to share with you how we feel and what we are going to do next. Vamos a compartir con ustedes cómo nos sentimos y qué vamos a hacer próximamente. Mi nombre es Gustavo Torres y yo soy el director ejecutivo de CASA. My name is Gustavo Torres and I am the executive director of CASA. I'm going to MC this conversation. First of all, thank you all of you, thank you the media for being right over here. Muchísimas gracias a todos los medios de comunicación por estar acá. This is a very, very important moment. Not only for the dreamers and their families, not only for the immigrant community, but for this nation. Este es un momento de gran importancia, no solamente para los soñadores y sus familias, no solamente para la comunidad inmigrante, sino para esta gran nación. And today, we not only am going to speak about DACA, which, as you know, is a very serious situation right now. We also are going to speak with you about the TPS, the temporarily protected status for more than 320,000 people who also are in risk to lose the immigration status. También no solamente vamos a hablar del DACA, que está ahorita, como ustedes saben.
And that's why this is happening today. It's not just happening to immigrant communities, it's also happening to communities of color and anybody that doesn't agree with his racist agenda. That's exactly what's happening. So you know, the dreamers, 800,000, close to 1 million of them, who've been here with us for years, working, paying taxes, contributing to our economy in so many ways, socially, culturally, you name it, are about to lose their status because of the actions of this racist monster we have in the White House. We also have in this country over 300,000 people, many of them, 55,000 of them, which live in this area, who are about to go through something similar because their temporary protection status, as Gustavo mentioned it, is also at risk with this racist president that we have in the White House. So make no mistake, we know where this is coming from. We know what this man stands for. And I'm calling on Congress, because I know there's good people in both sides of this aisle. There's good people in that Congress that if they wanted to, and if they started acting like grown-ups and leaders that they're supposed to be, they could pass comprehensive immigration reform and send the message to this president. Send the message to this president that his agenda is not their agenda. They're supposed to represent all the American people. You know, DACA, listen to this, DACA has 73% approval in the American public to make the dream that become a reality. Now listen to these. 73% of Trump supporters support DACA and the dreamers. So that's why I say, Donald Trump, shame on you. Donald Trump, shame on you. Donald Trump, shame on you. So I will stop because I know we have, and I could keep going on and on and on. People, these are human beings. These are children. These children could be me 30 years ago when I came to this country. Please, let's show this man what America really looks like and what America really stands for as a nation of immigrants, and say no to his racist agenda. TPS people in this country, some of them been here for 30 years, 20 years, some of them own houses, some of them own businesses. Why are we going to deport these people? Why are we going to take away their status? It makes no economic sense. It makes no social sense. It makes no American sense. So, Donald Trump!
Shame on you!
Donald Trump!
Shame on you!
Donald Trump!
Shame on you!
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jaime. Thank you very much. And now, you know, it's my honor to introduce to you somebody who have been working and fighting for REMAX for many, many years, and for DACA. And they have been working for many, many days right over here in Washington, D.C. because DACA is no Latino issue. DACA is an immigrant issue. It's impacting everybody. So I have, from our friends in NACA Dream Action, we have Joaquin. Joaquin, let's go and welcome. Thank you very much.
Yes, we can!
Hello. Yes, we can. Hello. My name is Jungwoo Kim. I'm with NACA. Been here 22 days, 24/7. One thing I learned being 22 days for 27 in front of the White House, I kind of know where the restroom is around this area. I know all the passcode. If you guys need the passcode, let me know. I'll tell you that. And not only that, I met like thousands of people in the street and I never met before, and they support DACA.
That's right!
80% of people I met, they support DACA. So it's up to us how far we can reach. So how loud as we can say, and people in this entire country, they can know about us and they can support it. Yeah, those of you who watch the live stream Facebook, they might see us, we dance, chant, you know, like have fun. Yesterday, all the reporter asked us, man, what, are you documented? Yeah, I'm documented. Why aren't you afraid? Aren't you feared? Because the DACA can be repealed tomorrow. Aren't you angry? Aren't you feared? I said, well, first of all, life is too important to be serious. And second of all, if the DACA repeal or not, we have to have a faith in people will never be repealed. Our faith in hope never be repealed. Our faith in love never be repealed. Our hope, our faith in compassion will never be repealed. Our faith in unity will never be repealed. So one day we will win. We believe that we will win. We believe that we will win. We believe that we will win. Jump, 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 jump. We believe that we will win. 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 Yeah, thank you. So one day we're gonna win it. We're gonna get whatever we want. One day when we feel united. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Where I go?
Now,
Stay with us. Stay with us. Stand.
I want to invite my friend Grace Martinez. She's DACA beneficiary. She's also the advocate director of United We Dream. Let's go and welcome this extraordinary woman, this extraordinary leader, my friend.
Hola, buenos días, ¿cómo están? So this morning I woke up and there was a song in my head, and I'm going to share it with you because that's where it's in here. And this song is connected to what we have seen and heard in the civil rights movement across the country. I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. Martinez Rosas. I am the daughter of Luis and Elia Martinez. I am undocumented, unafraid, and unashamed. Mi nombre es Luisa Martínez Rosas. Soy la hija de Luis y Elia Martínez. No tengo papeles, no tengo miedo y no voy a parar. So in just about, I want to say like 20 minutes, right? There's supposed to be a guy. His name is Jeff Sessions. Yeah, I feel really bad for him. He must not have a lot of love around him. He's going to announce what we expect to be an end of DACA. And for young people like myself, who is a DACA recipient, I think that people that are opposing to DACA, let me just be real about it, they are moving forward a white supremacist agenda. Yes. And the people that believe in family, in love, in unity, those are the people that are standing by our side right now and ensuring that DACA is in place. So there is no sides. You have to pick the freedom side, which is with us right here, or you will pick the side of the white supremacist and the oppressor of people of color. Yes. And this is not a new character. It's not a new people. We have seen this time and time again in different iterations, but now it's back and it's in our communities. If they think that they're going to find a scared and sad dreamer wanting to go back into the shadows, let me get this story straight. That is not going to happen. Immigrant young people, our families, we will not be thrown back into the shadows. We will not be sad to be afraid. Our people are resilient. Our people are loyal. Our people are strong. Los que piensan que los jóvenes indocumentados como yo y nuestras familiares van a encontrar a alguien que tenga miedo, que esté llorando, que tiene temor y que quiera salir otra vez a las sombras, tienen que pensarlo otra vez. Nosotros somos fuertes, nosotros somos capaces y nosotros tenemos amor. For immigrant young people in United We Dream, one thing is clear. Republicans have failed us time and time again, and this is their time of reckoning. They must deliver protection for DACA recipients. They must come out right now and call on President Obama in 20 minutes to show up and keep the DACA in place. If Democrats, sorry, Trump, I got, you know what I've been talking about. Which leads me to my second point. We call on Democrats to show up for immigrant young people. To continue to ensure that people all across the country have the protections that they deserve. Let me be clear. Immigrant young people, the people behind me, United We Dream, we do not owe ourselves to any political party. We don't owe ourselves to the Republicans. We don't owe ourselves to the Democrats. We owe ourselves to our families. Déjame ser muy claro. La gente indocumentada como yo, la gente que está atrás de mí, no nos debemos a un partido político. No nos debemos a los demócratas ni a los republicanos. Nos debemos a nuestras familias. So I think that for all of us in this moment, it is a bit uncertain. And it is a bit scary to think that our democracy is being taken over by this agenda. I'm reminded of what we saw in Charlottesville, what we saw when the pardoning of Joe Arpaio, what we saw in Phoenix, Arizona in the rally. That is not separate from what we're seeing today. And I want to tell you what United We Dream is planning to do. Here at 12 p.m., immigrant young people from all across the country will be here and unite in faith and in hope. Here at 12 p.m., people that are freedom fighters, that believe that families and justice belong together, will be here. And let me be clear, we'll be here the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. Because we believe in the democracy of this country, and we are willing to fight like hell to protect it. So, United We Dream, immigrant young people, we're committed to this fight because we know that it's not just about us. It's not just about the dreamers that might be easier. It's about the temporary protected people, the people that are from El Salvador, the people that have TPS, the people that are scared just like I am today. And so we are here today to recommit ourselves to that fight, to recommit ourselves to the 11 million people, and the mass deportation agenda that Donald Trump has, it will be gone and we will dismantle it. one of the things one of the songs that comes to mind, just so we can end together that way, it's one song by June Jordan, and she's a black immigrant woman. She wrote these words, and I think that they're better sung. I don't have the best voice, but I'm going to try it. But I need your help. So when I sing a line, you sing it back to me. You ready? We have come too far. We have come too far. We won't turn around. We won't turn around. We'll flood the streets with justice. We'll flood the streets with justice. We are freedom bound. We are freedom bound. One more time. We have come too far. We have come too far. We won't turn around. We won't turn around. We'll flood the streets with justice. We'll flood the streets with justice. We are freedom bound. We are freedom bound. Undocumented. 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 Sin papeles. Sin miedo. Sin papeles. Sin miedo.
Thank you very much. Ese es el poder de los jóvenes, de las jóvenes. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much. How powerful. Thank you very much. And now, I want to ask a big favor to all of you who are priests, pastors, bishops, to please join me right over here if you don't mind. Please. Because I want to invite Reverend Latera Miller. I'm sorry, Bishop Latera Miller from the Baltimore, Washington Conference of the United Methodist Church, who's going to speak and he's going to send a message. So please, all of you, join us. Bishop, I'm sorry.
Thank you for good morning. I am Bishop Latrell Miller Easterling, the resident bishop of the Baltimore, Washington Conference of the United Methodist Church. I stand before you on behalf of the Interfaith Immigration Coalition. We gather this morning to make our voices heard concerning the potential termination of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA program, by this current administration. As people of faith and as Americans, we cannot state strongly enough our opposition to that proposed action. All faith traditions are rooted and guided by the belief that humanity is inextricably connected through our relationship with our Creator. That connectedness transcends borders, race, political affiliations, and any other condition of human construct. Further, our scriptures and traditions teach us to care for the vulnerable and marginalized among us, which by definition includes children and immigrants. We are a nation founded upon principles of justice, fairness, and equality. Those principles reflect our Christian values. We cannot let many policies and practices the emphasis of justice, mercy, and righteousness. In 2012, created a safety been called dreamers. The nearly 800,000 dreamers who have benefited from DACA are contributing to the financial stability, security, and welfare of this great nation. 91% of dreamers are currently employed. As a result of that employment, dreamers are buying homes and other goods, strengthening our tax base and contributing to Social Security and Medicare. DACA also prevents dreamers from being abused or taken advantage of by employers through criminally low wages, unsafe work environments, and harassment. We must resist narratives that purport a lack of sufficient resources for everyone. We are one of the wealthiest nations on earth. When we govern efficiently and effectively, we champion our resources in ways that provide prosperity for all. There is no existential threat to our way of life by the dreamers who live, work, and are educated here. Yet, by ending DACA, we would be creating an imminent threat of danger, insecurity, and dislocation for nearly 1 million young people. These dreamers know no other home. The United States of America is their home. There are iconic images from history that haunt us because they capture horrific moments in time. Images of crowds jeering at children of color attempting to immigrate schools. Pictures of military weaponry threatening the safety of unarmed civilians. Scenes of children interned behind barbed wire fences. We look upon these images and we ask ourselves, how could things have gone that far? Well, let us make no mistake. If this administration orders the capture, detention, and deportation of nearly 1 million children and young adults, history will look upon us and ask, how could we have let it go that far? And so therefore, we respectfully call upon President Trump to continue DACA and to work with Congress to propose, pass, and implement legislation that will concretize the program, remove the threat of deportation, and create a viable path forward for these dreamers and their families. There is bipartisan support for this course of action, and we, the Interfaith Immigration Coalition, stand united to press for its full realization. God bless you and thank you.
¡Se puede!
¡Sí se puede!
¡Se puede!
¡Sí se puede!
¡Se puede!
¡Sí se puede!
Yes, we can!
Yes, we can!
Yes, we can!
Yes, we can!
Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, all of you, for joining us. And now, I want to welcome Jose Ramos. I'm sorry, let me back a little bit. Ambar Pinto, Director of Deportation Defense Hotline. And our Virginia activist. Please join us.
Hi everyone. My name is Ambar Pinto and I'm undocumented, unafraid, and here to stay. I have the honor to serve as the Deportation Defense Hotline Manager for United We Dream, where every day my team and I get to hear stories from our communities on how their loved ones are being criminalized by law enforcement and terrorized by immigration agents. I was able to join the march from Charlottesville up north to DC to end white supremacy, where I was able to talk to people from all across the country who had one thing in common. They wanted to end white supremacy. Through our march, we talked about the experiences and how white supremacy manifests in our everyday lives. To me, as a DACA beneficiary, white supremacy is that same imminent attack from this administration to end this program. DACA has been giving me the ability to finish my education because it became affordable, to pursue my career goals and find jobs that will be able to pay me from what I'm worth and the job that I deliver. And to have what every human being should have, which is access to health care. With DACA, I was also able to purchase a car. But more importantly, I think there's two very important things. I was able to get an state ID, which whenever I was asked for one, I could just hand it out and not look like I'm different, not look like I'm not deserving, not look like I shouldn't be recognized by this state and this country. And my mom and my dad, what DACA meant for them is that they had a child that would be protected from deportation for at least 2 years. That they could go to sleep at night knowing that tomorrow I wouldn't be surrounded by ICE agents and put in deportation proceedings. That will no longer be the case for me or my parents should this administration attack DACA. Because any attack, no matter what that attack looks like, it's an act of white supremacy. We will fight back. Our community will heal together. We will come together and process. And we will take the streets like we have done and will continue to do. And we will fight, and we will, because we're here to stay, and we will win. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Muchísimas gracias. Quiero invitar, to make sure that we protect our families. We need local policy makers to make that happen. And we have so many of them right over here that I want to invite them to join me right over here. I want to invite Senator Victor Ramirez to join us. I want to invite Montgomery Council Member Nancy Navarro to join us. I want to invite Delegate Jocelyn Peña to join us. I want to invite Ana Sol Gutierrez, Delegate Ana Sol Gutierrez to join us. Delegate Janet Wilkins to join us. Carlos Sanchez to join us. Jimmy Talbot to join us. Thank you all of you for being right over here in support of our communities. We really appreciate your work. We really appreciate your fight. We believe that is the only way how we are going to make the difference in this nation. Quiero darle la bienvenida a estos extraordinarios líderes que son nuestros que luchan día a día por nuestras comunidades y démosle un aplauso bien fuerte, por favor. And please don't go, because I want to ask José Ramos. Where is José? José Ramos from the Small Business Owner, TPS member. Es TPS quien va a hablar en nombre de todas las personas que tienen TPS on behalf of TPS community. José, please join us.
Buenos días. Buenos días. Muchas gracias a todos por venir y es un placer estar aquí frente de ustedes, especialmente Gustavo Torres, uno de los grandes líderes. Gustavo Torres, mi agradecimiento para él, un luchador muy grande. Le voy a platicar un poco acerca de mi historia de mi vida.
So I just want to share with you a little bit more about my personal history.
Okay. Vine en 1993.
I arrived in 1993.
Después de un caos completo, terminando una guerra civil de 12 años en El Salvador.
After the civil war, as you know, in El Salvador.
Vine acá solo y nadie me ha dado ningún gobierno para yo salir adelante. Y todo lo que he trabajado y sudado me ha costado a mí. Nadie vive de gratis.
So I just want to let you know that I am right over here and I receive no help from the government, because everything that I have right now is because the hard work that I was doing with my family.
En el 2000 obtuve mi primer TPS.
In 2000 I have my TPS.
Ahí sentí que mi vida fue diferente porque positivamente yo pude obtener muy buen crédito, un buen trabajo y especialmente tengo el privilegio de obtener una licencia comercial.
So in 2000 it changed my life because finally I have credit, I have job, and I have my driver license, commercial driver license.
Yo quiero pedirle a todos los gobernadores, más que todos los republicanos, en nombre de todas estas familias, especialmente hablo a nombre de todas las familias.
I want to speak to all the politicians, specifically to the Republicans, on behalf of all of these families.
Que no miren el programa de DACA o TPS como en una pantalla, como un programa.
That don't look the TPS or DACA like a program.
Que bajo ese programa hay muchas familias que pueden ser rotas o pueden tener un impacto muy negativo.
Because those programs are more like they have a human face, and it's important that you see as a human face right over there under this program.
Quiero pedirle en nombre de todas estas familias que por un momento se pongan en los zapatos cuánto ellos han aportado a la economía de esta nación.
So please think about the great contribution that the dreamers, the TPS holders, have been providing to the economy of this great nation.
Todas estas familias luchan tan duro para mantener unida esta familia y la única manera que este gobierno puede cambiar las cosas que Trump cumpla su promesa cuando dijo America First y nosotros somos America First.
So remember when President Trump said that America first, but let me tell you, we are America first. We are America first.
Muchas gracias, solamente.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Muchísimas gracias. I just want to let you know that it's 11 o'clock. Son las 11. And we just received information. It's right now official. This administration just ended DACA. Queremos decirles we are here to stay. We are here to keep fighting. We are here to send a very strong message to this administration. Hate doesn't have a space in this country. We are going to keep fighting with our dreamers. We are going to keep fighting with our community for justice, for TPS, for Dream. Queremos decirles que vamos a continuar esta lucha. Que esta lucha continúa. Que vamos a continuar luchando con nuestros soñadores. Vamos a continuar luchando con todas nuestras familias de TPS. Vamos a continuar luchando hasta traer justicia en nuestros hogares.
¡Estamos unidos!
¡Sin miedo! ¡Aquí estamos! ¡Y no nos vamos! ¡Aquí estamos!
¡Y no nos vamos!
¡Aquí estamos! ¡Y no nos vamos! ¡Sin miedo! ¡Resistencia! ¡Aquí nos quedamos! ¡Y no nos vamos! Nuestros jóvenes no pueden ser una pesadilla su vida. Aquí están y no se van.
Vamos a tener una oración en este momento. Vamos a tener una oración de fortaleza. Sé que tenemos mucha rabia acumulada. Vamos a continuar esta lucha. Let's go and have a prayer.
Let us pray and let us lay hands on those near us and know that God is present. Oh God, we know that you are a God of immigrants. You are a God who stands here with us. You are standing here with us right now because you are the God of Abraham, who was a wandering man in the desert. You are the God of Moses, who was a political prisoner in Egypt and led his people into the promised land. You are the God of Ruth and Naomi. And for Christians, you are the God of Jesus, whose family was a political refugee. And so we know, God, that you are standing here. You do not stand with white supremacy. You do not stand with greed. You do not stand with political interest. You stand right here with the poor, the vulnerable, the dreamers, the DACA, and we claim your promise that you lead us into the promised land. We claim your promise today. We know that we will overcome. God be with these courageous dreamers. God be with these courageous young people. You have been with them all along, and you will continue to be with them and to bless them. And we pray you give us courage, because we will not be removed. We will stand with these dreamers and with the immigrants, because that is what you have called us to do. Amen.
Thank you very much. Pastor, please say a few words. My name is Bishop Angel Nunez. I lead the multicultural prayer movement. I'm also a pastor of a bilingual church in Baltimore, Maryland. I have been coming to Washington, D.C. for 16 years, trying to get immigration reform. I've been here when Bush was here. I've been here when Obama was here. And now I'm here with Trump, building a wall instead of a bridge, removing any funding for sanctuary cities. The only thing we had was DACA, and that is now taken from us. We call on the Congress of the United States of America to rise up and do what they were elected to do. Give us immigration reform the way it's supposed to be. Restore DACA. And keep in mind, we are not numbers. We are human beings. No somos números. Somos seres humanos. And if you thought you were going to get rid of us this easy, you have been mistaken. Y si pensaba que te lo ibas a deshacer de nosotros tan fácil, we are here and we will continue to fight. Now is you know, firm fight. Casa por Fernera of the Alabama Coalition of Immigrant Justice. Free job.
I crossed the border from Mexico when I was 7 years old. I didn't know what or why I was doing it. I just knew that I would hurt my mother and that soon my family will be together again. Yes, I crossed the border. I am not ashamed to share that with people. It's not my fault and it's not my parents' fault either. We are not criminals. My father made a tough decision to leave Mexico because he was working in the field and there were no opportunities for him to better himself and his family. Everything he did was to give us a better life. In 2012, I was blessed to qualify for DACA, which gave me the opportunity to work legally in the United States and protect me from being deported. I now motivate and mentor youth who don't get the support they need at home. I was able to go to community college for 1 year, but I'm planning on going back soon because my dream is to be an ESL teacher and give back to the community. Now, DACA is being taken away, and we have to do everything to defend what's ours. This doesn't just affect me, it affects my family and my friends. My whole community is being torn apart because of a group of people's hate towards us. This is the chance for Congress and this administration to choose the side of freedom, which is what I feel with DACA, or the side of white supremacists. Taking DACA away is taking us back to a really dark time for immigrants. Firm and United We Dream made it possible for 28 dreamers to come from all over the country to fast for 4 days, to send a strong message to this administration that we are here, this is our country, we are not going anywhere. No, we're not! These fasts have been really rough for me and I am emotionally drained, but I refuse to give up. Sí se puede! Sí se puede!
Fernanda, who's with us? Fernanda, please.
My name is Fernanda Herrera, and I'm from Alabama, and I am outraged.
Woo!
I sacrificed the next 4 days in the name of immigrant children who have had to represent themselves in court and face inhumane treatment because they tried to flee dangerous situations. I sacrificed the next 4 days for the children who were not able to say goodbye to their dying grandparents, because if they were to do so, they would never be able to return back to the United States. Te extraño mucho, abuelita. I sacrificed in honor of the parents who toil for long hours and grueling conditions so their children don't have to. I sacrificed for the children who had to raise themselves while their parents worked to put food on the table and pay for college tuition. I sacrificed for the families like mine in my community in Alabama who are now more scared than ever because they don't know what it's like to go back to not having at least one member of the family with a valid driver's license, the ability to take out a loan for any kind of emergency, or the ability to purchase license plates for their cars. Simple, basic things we should have. I sacrificed in honor of the selflessness of my parents who didn't want their daughter to grow up in a violent country and wanted to give me an ocean of opportunities, but have been instead met, their dreams have instead been met with racism and hatred, as we see today. I sacrificed these next 4 days in hopes of preserving what little is left of that vision my parents once had of America, and to show them that this country can be a beacon of hope for immigrants because of the humanity that lies within its many compassionate citizens. I am fasting because I am tired of injustice, but I am hopeful that our sacrifices will be seen as a testament to how serious we are about our willingness to fight for dignity and an immigration reform for all. This is bigger than DACA. It is bigger than us, and it is bigger than today. Today, our country sets a precedent, and it's up to us as individuals to set our moral imperative. It is up to us to put the pressure on our representatives. It is on us to tell Congress that they need to get their act together and work for us, because I am outraged.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Jack Cooper. Jack Cooper from Care, Maryland. Please come and say a few words.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Just going to speak real quick. I know we have a lot going on. Just give me one moment. So, my name is Jack Cooper. I'm representing the Council of American Islamic Relations, the national office here in D.C.
Louder.
The largest Muslim civil rights and advocacy organization. The Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program directly impacts the livelihoods of nearly 1 million young people in America who want nothing more than a chance to gain an education, build a better life for themselves, and to help make our country better. The American Muslim community and CARE stand firmly with these young people who were brought to our nation as children, who call the United States their home, and whose only dream is to come out of the shadows and become productive citizens. By terminating DACA, President Trump is pandering to the demands of anti-immigrant extremists and harming our nation by targeting some of the most dynamic and success-oriented members of our society. Last week, CARE National Board Chair Rola Alouche joined more than 1,860 fellow leaders in signing a new We Are the Dreamers statement, calling on President Trump to preserve the DACA program and for Congress to pass a standalone version of the bipartisan DREAM Act of 2017. These young dreamers deserve the chance to work and study and to be protected from deportation, while Congress debates broader legislation to fix our broken immigration system. President Trump's actions will only serve to create fear and anxiety for the dreamers and their loved ones, and will force them back to living in the shadows, rendering them unable to contribute to our nation's economy. CARE encourages state and local officials across the nation to enact policies prohibiting discrimination based on citizenship status and to offer sanctuary and support for the dreamers. American Muslims will continue to push for measures that protect undocumented youth and support comprehensive immigration reform that includes a roadmap to citizenship for the nation's 11 million undocumented immigrants. And if I must say, just based off the news that we had just heard, I stand firmly with the dreamers here. I don't want to see a single person that's here leave this country or forced to leave. We must stand behind them. We have to do what's right and keep fighting the good fight. And may God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And now, it's my honor to invite a really good friend, a person who has been working with us, fighting for justice for many, many years, with Latinos, immigrants, and with everybody, with the workers, with the families. He's a person who knows about immigration a lot, and who knows about workers' rights a lot. Let me welcome my friend, the DNC Chair Tom Perez, who is going to join us with agreement. Luis Angel Aguilar, Casa in Action, Kansas team from Virginia. Please join us. Tom.
Okay, Gustavo, thank you. Thank you. Come on up. Buenos dias. Me llamo Tom Perez. Good morning. I'm Tom Perez. I'm here in my capacity as the proud chair of the Democratic Party. I'm here in my capacity as someone who spent 13 years at the Department of Justice. I was working there when President Obama implemented the DACA program. It was legal then, it's legal now, and it will always be legal. And I'm here today as a proud son of immigrants to say we will continue to fight for the American dream, because dreamers are quintessentially American. They are what we stand for as Americans. They embody the values of Americans. I think today is a day for all of us to ask the question, what does it mean to be an American? It means you help your neighbor. Let's look at Jesus down in Houston, a paramedic who during the height of Hurricane Harvey was saving people day in and day out. A dreamer, helping thy neighbor. Alonso Guillen, he gave his life, a dreamer, in Hurricane Harvey, trying to save people, and he drowned. Those are dreamers who are American heroes. What does it mean to be an American? It means you serve your country, like Lance Corporal Jose Gutierrez, an immigrant from Guatemala, orphaned at age of 8. He came to this country undocumented, but undeterred. He wanted the American dream. He had his status adjusted. He enlisted in the United States Army. He was one of the first fatalities in the most recent war in Iraq, and he got his citizenship posthumously. Jose Gutierrez is an American hero. That's what it's all about. Dreamers who are heroes. Dreamers are all the people who want to realize their highest and best dreams. People like Astrid Silva, people like Pettis, people who have gone on to graduate from college in their adult. Dreamers are teachers. Dreamers are entrepreneurs. Dreamers are healthcare workers. Dreamers are making America great. We are on bridges of opportunity, not walls of discrimination. And the Democratic Party is going to be working 24/7 to protect DACA. DACA is legal. Who have used their including Ronald Reagan. The party of Lincoln was once the party of civil rights, the party of immigration reform. The party of Trump has become the party of division, and that is why we will fight as Democrats. We will fight everybody to speak out, to support the dream, to support the dreamers. And we need to send a strong message. Tenemos que mandar un mensaje muy importante. Somos los Estados Unidos, no somos los Estados divididos. We are the United States of America. One nation with liberty and justice for all. Justice for all. And that means dreamers. So the Democratic Party will be there fighting every single day. And you know what, folks? I remember standing here a while back when Donald Trump said he was going to get rid of the Affordable Care Act day one. That did not happen. Why didn't it happen? Because you spoke up. You spoke up. We fought and we advocated. And we're going to keep doing that with the Dreamers. We're going to keep advocating for immigration reform. We're going to work with everybody. Business leaders, Republicans, Democrats, everybody. That's how we will succeed. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever, ever give up. And remember, folks, there's a number of elections coming up, and we are going to make our voices count. Vamos, ganamos. In Virginia, in New Jersey and elsewhere, we will win this issue. So let's rise, let's organize, let's make sure we are together as one. That's who we are as a nation, my friends. And that's why I'm here today to say I'm all in, the Democratic Party's all in, and we will succeed. Make no doubt about it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Luis Aguilar, a great dreamer.
Hello, everybody. I think the mic is not as loud as it could be. Hello, everybody. First of all, I wanted to say thanks to my colleagues over here. They all have DACA, and they already show what power we have. As immigrants, as DACA holders, we're playing an important factor in the elections in Virginia. They're all canvassers, but not only that, they share their stories on every single door in Virginia. We have elections for governor. So I want to say thanks to Jennifer, to Francisco, and to Angel. Please give them a clap of applause. And as you see today, when they are revoking my DACA, everybody's DACA, you see that elections matter. And this is the message to the people of the USA. Elections matter because they are playing with the life of me, my life, and their life. Right? And when you have a president that says that he has a big heart, he has a big heart, it's a great heart, but it's completely rotten. We have to understand that. We have to understand that it is completely rotten. And we need to understand what we need to do. We need to vote. We need to vote. We need to get people who are going to be champions, like Tom Perez, the president of the DNC. We need to ensure that we elect people that are going to be fighting for us. That's what we need to do. Now that I told you about Trump and Sessions, that they only care about white supremacy, that they only care about their base, they don't care about the people of the USA. They don't care about that. And I have one message also to my dreamers, because I'm here to talk about my DACA recipients, my dreamers, my immigrant community. We have to amplify the message. We have to go higher than that. No more are we going to say that we're here to stay. No more are we going to fight just with enough. We're going to go back to the time when Stokely Carmichael was fighting. Yes. We're going to say a new message. We have a new chant, and the new chant is, hell no, we won't go. 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 Sorry to the clergy right here, but we have to say that. We have to say that. Because we will not go. Thank you, everybody.
Gracias, Luis. Thank you very much. Estamos terminando y quiero pedir una oración. Estoy llamando a la Reverenda Bishop Marianne Edgar Bullock from the Episcopal Diocese of Washington. Please join us. Por favor, si nos acercamos, una oración acá. Thank you.
I stand here and I pray not only on my own behalf, but that on my interfaith colleagues. His Eminence Cardinal Wuerl from the Archdiocese of Washington, Rabbi Bruce Lustig from Washington Hebrew Congregation, and Imam Talif Sharif from the Washington Mosque. We are united in our commitment. We have communicated directly to the President and to all the members of Congress that we are united in one voice, that our traditions are united in their message to us, that supporting young immigrants is entirely consistent with all that our faiths teach us, and it is, in fact, the fulfillment of this country's greatest dreams. We anticipated this moment with the current administration, and we turn our sights now to the members of Congress, who know and feel the pressure as much as we do. And we will continue to exert that pressure in your name and in our name. Because it's not only for the dreamers who are here, it's for all of us who dream of the kind of country we choose to be. We need you here. We love you. And we want you to be the ones to carry our future forward. And so we pray, and we work, and we organize, and we stand by your side. And I ask all of us here, whether you are people of faith or people of goodwill, to open your hearts now. and to pray with me as we implore God, our Creator, to descend upon our dreamers with strength and courage and confidence. Help them to know, Gracious One, that they belong here as your children, as our children, as our rising young adults and rising leaders, and that we would be lesser without them. And we stand united, Gracious One, in using the vehicles of democracy to turn the tide of this country. And we know that momentum is on our side, that this is but a dying gasp of a dying effort to return to a country that never was, in face of the beautiful dream that is before us, that God calls us to be. And it is in service to that dream and to the reality that you represent, that all of us here and countless of millions around this land dedicate our lives for your sakes, for our sake, and for the sake of the world. And the people said, Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Estamos terminando acá, pero ahora sigue la lucha. We are finishing right out here, but the struggle just beginning. So we are going to start to march in a second. We hope that all of you are going to join us. Vamos a marchar en un segundo y les vamos a explicar hacia dónde marchamos. But first of all, I just want to let you know, we now more than ever, we need a permanent solution for dreamers and their family members, for TPS holders that include immediate protection from deportation, legal status and work authorization. We have to extend the TPS for our families. Quiero decirles, antes de que empecemos a marchar, que necesitamos una solución permanente. Y esto incluye para los soñadores y para las personas, nuestros hermanos y hermanas que tienen TPS. It's the moment to Congress to act. The Congress needs to act immediately. And you know what? We already have a legislation there. We have the 2007 Dream Act, S1615 and HR 3440. It is a good start towards repairing our unjust immigration system, and we urge you to support it. I would also include many dreamers who were left out of DACA. Es el momento de actuar, y ya tenemos un vehículo. El Dream 2017, el Acta 2017, que es del Senado 1615 y en la Cámara de Representantes 3440. Es un buen comienzo y yo pienso que eso lo tenemos que empujar. Además de eso, va a cubrir soñadores que no fueron cubiertos con DACA. Congress need to act now. El Congreso tiene que actuar ahora. Many people still have green cards. And we are going to invite them to become US citizens now. Miles tienen todavía tarjeta verde. Y queremos invitarlos a que se hagan ciudadanos ahora. That is the moment that we need to speak out. And that is the way how we can speak out. So today, partnering and organizing, we are going to start it now, marching now, beginning in, you see, in a moment right over there, vamos a marchar, we are going to march to the hotel right now. Vamos a marchar al hotel de Trump. Después vamos al Departamento de Justicia, and then we go into the Department of Justice, to the Attorney General session, who was the person who announced the elimination of DACA. Y después nos vamos para el